Good morning, good afternoon, or good night, and welcome to Command Power, the show in which we discuss all things Magic the Gathering with a focus on Commander.
And welcome to another episode of our card spotlight series in which I highlight a card that I think should see more play in Commander. But before that, just a quick reminder to click subscribe if you enjoy my videos. We're well on our way to 1 million subscribers and your support means everything to me. And today we're going to be talking about Storm Fleet Negotiator. For 2 colorless and 1 blue, it's a creature Siren Pirate 2/2 with flying and parley. Whenever Storm Fleet Negotiator attacks, each player reveals the top card of their library. For each non-land card revealed this way, you create a map token. Then each player draws a card. A map token is an artifact with 1 tap. Sacrifice this artifact, target creature you control explores. Activate only as a sorcery. So this is a card that you might have glossed over during spoiler season. I certainly did, but I've been looking at it again recently and I think it's actually quite a bit stronger than it initially looks, and let me go over why that is very quickly. So a 2/2 flyer is actually a lot harder to block these days in Commander than you'd think. People do play flyers, but they are generally more on the expensive end, so you should be able to get a few attacks in with this, and there's almost always someone on board that doesn't have a flyer. That means that unless someone's wasting a removal on this guy, you're probably going to get to use his ability a couple of times. Parley or Parlay is an ability that I really like. It actually moves the game forward, and it is a very friendly ability because it's giving your opponents resources as well as yourself, so people are inclined to let those triggers happen, I've found. You're all going to be drawing a card with this, which is obviously very nice, but then your trigger can be very powerful if you hit well. Map tokens are something that have been really impressive when I've been playing my Kellen deck. I think they're actually a very good mechanic. Exploring is obviously very good, particularly when you have a flyer that you can put those counters on. So this means that even getting 2 map tokens off of this trigger is going to feel really, really good. Getting 1 is not really amazing value, but you'll still take it, of course. It's still a game piece that you can use for all sorts of things, and that can trigger your artifact synergies. But as usual, this card goes from good to great if you have synergies with what it's doing. So in a deck that cares about pirates, this is going to be good. In a deck that cares about putting things into your graveyard, this can be very good because you're going to get to explore multiple times with those map tokens. This can be very good in a deck that cares about artifacts because you're going to be making a lot of artifact tokens that you can then sacrifice or that can trigger abilities. It can also be very good in a deck that cares about hand size because of course you're going to be drawing, and then the exploring is often going to put a land into your hand, which is just going to make your hand fairly big. All of this means that this actually slots into a surprising number of decks, and drawing a card off your 3-drop always feels really good, particularly if you can do it turn after turn. You are giving your opponents the exact same amount of resources, but you're in blue. You can stop them using those resources anyway. For me, it just seems like a fun, efficient card, and I think if you have any reason at all to run this, you should definitely give it a try. It doesn't take very much to make this card quite good. So there you have it. Those have been my thoughts on this new spoiler. What do you think about this card? Please let me know in the comment section below. I read all comments and respond to all of them too. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to click like or subscribe. It really helps the channel. And until next time, take care.